everybody, this is Bertie Bodgett once again. Been trimming the hedges up a bit, as you can see. Just clean that up before the missus comes home, she'll only whinge. Anyway, we are back on this Tamoretti. Can't remember exactly where we left it yesterday. Well, it wasn't yesterday, was it? A few days ago. But we've got the stator off there. We have established that although the stator is fine, we believe the pickup to be knackered. Also, there was an issue with wiring because the wires that come off the stator were connected to two reds. Now, I did post on a website, a Facebook page, if anybody knew why they were both red, and does it matter which wire goes where. Nobody seemed to know. We've also got this purple and white wire which wasn't connected to anything, so I believe it may have been wired wrong, but we've carried out independent tests that have established that the pickup is knackered, the stator is good. So we went online looking for a replacement pickup, and to my surprise it was only £3 or £4 to get the complete stator and pickup rather than just ordering a pickup separately. So although we know the stator's good, we have ordered a complete stator and pickup, and the postman has been. So let's put that there for the time being. I'll show you what that is in a minute. So we ordered two of these in actual fact, because I ordered one from AliExpress, which was going to be about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I found one from a UK supplier just as cheap, so I ordered that as well. So we do have another one coming, which I have no use for, but it'll go in the junk pile for bodges at a later date. So here we have brand new stator with pickup. Now, I've said it before, I'm not great with electrics, I freely admit that. But I know now though, I must stop drinking the gin at night. I know they are the charging wires, and one of these is the pickup and one of them is the exciter circuit, and those were the two that were both connected to the two reds. So we need to establish where those reds go, what that purple and white is for, and try and figure out and get this wired correctly. To that end, I've downloaded this off the interweb, which is a basic wiring diagram, not particularly for this model but for a generic Chinese scooter. So we will try and get the test meter out, follow this and try and establish what goes where, and see if we can finally get a spark out of this thing, because what have I had this 3 or 4 weeks now maybe, and still not heard it run. Mainly because waiting for parts and I've got other things to do and couldn't be asked. So anyway, let's try again, let's get into this, see if we can get some sort of life out of it, and we can then move forward with deciding what it is we're going to do. To anybody watching, I still haven't established what goes there. It's like a little connector on the case. I'm suspecting it's just a breather, but I mean it's obviously got some sort of connector for a pipe. So where does that go? If any of you guys know, let me know. Anyway, let me get some tools out, get you set up, and we'll get stuck into it. Back soon. Right then guys, there's our new stator fitted. Seems to fit fine. So we will go ahead and install the flywheel and the pickup, and then we'll commence some testing, see if we can get established where the wire should go. So let me finish that off and I'll bring you back. Cheers. Here we go again guys. Right, we have the stator fitted, we have the flywheel fitted, we have the pickup fitted, and this is the wire. We've not connected it into the loom yet because we are going to carry out some tests to establish that this is actually working. So what we have here on my test meter, I have it, I don't know how well this is going to come out, but I have it on AC voltage because the exciter side of the stator kicks out AC voltage. I have one end onto the frame there, earthed, the other end connected to the wire for the exciter side of the stator. Now I'm going to crank the engine. What I'm looking for is in excess of 50 volts, but I probably want to be 70 or 80. So let's see what we get. I need two hands, so I'm going to try and angle you at the meter there, which is not easy. I don't know if you can see that guys, but if not you have to take my word for it, so let's go. Now what I'm getting there, if you see that, is about 54 volts. I'd like to have seen higher, but yeah, that's within its parameters. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to switch the positive. Sorry guys, it's very difficult to try and film this and show you guys what I'm doing, but we connect that in. So we'll flick that down to DC. So we've still got our earth there. We've changed the wire onto the pickup wire there, and we've switched the meter to DC. So once again, I'm going to crank the so I can get in to see that. Let's try and lean it up there so you can see it better. I think that's a little bit better. So anyway, look, what we're going to do now is we are going to do some probing around. I'm not going to film this because it's very difficult to film it and actually do it one-handed, so I'm going to establish through my little wiring diagram which one of these wires in the wiring diagram. So I need to find out which one of the connectors here goes to so terminal 1 is the pickup of the coil, so we need to establish which one of them red wires is pickup and which one of those other wires is, what's the other one, ignition pulse and ignition coil, that's the exciter one. So let me put the meter on those, I'll do some tests, then I'll bring you back and tell you the results. Back soon. Alright, not going well, I'll be honest with you. I've messed about with this wiring, I've established connections where they ought to be, and I still can't get a spark out of it. So without a wiring diagram that does make it more difficult. So for the time being I'm just going to go and have a cup of tea and think about it, but I'm unable to get a spark and I'm really run out of ideas what I can try next. So time for a cup of tea and a rethink. So catch you later guys, cheers. Welcome back, guys. Just for a brief sum up, I have been 2 or 3 hours on this now. I've probed and prodded and changed wires around, and I'll tell you what I've found. It's got a new coil, as you know. It's got a new CDI, as you know. Now what I think I've done is I've blown the coil again. I think I've had wires on backwards, piss-arsing about, and I think I've blown the coil. And any spare coils I've got seem to be blown as well. I'll try and tell you what the problem is. I'm pretty sure this shouldn't be the case. If I put my test meter on continuity, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, so let me try and put you down. Little mini tripod, which is a load of shite. So, right. So there's the coil. Now, I've got the test meter on continuity. So if I connect one lead to there, and one lead to there, we've got continuity about across the coil. Now, to me, again, I'm no expert, but surely that's grounding out the coil. If you ground out the coil, it's not going to have a spark. Now, my spare coil is grounded out in the same way, and my new coil that I've just purchased is grounded out in the same way as well. Don't know if that's supposed to be like that. I'm fairly certain it isn't. So I've ordered a couple of new coils, which means I keep blowing them up, and they're cheap. And yeah, no further forward. Still no spark, still not going to run. So yeah, pretty pissed off with this now. So we will wrap it up for there. Wait for the new coil and see if we can blow them ones up as well. So thanks, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's a short, boring one today, but it is what it is. We will leave it there. Bertie Bodgett signing off. Thanks.